And welcome back to Halftime with Milton Griffin, Director of Radiology here at MDH. And Milton, sharp dress, the sharpest dressed interview I think I might have ever done in my life, let alone here at MDH.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Obviously, since you take pride in how you look, you take pride in your department, I would imagine, too, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I appreciate McDonough District Hospital affording me the opportunity to be part of a wonderful organization and a spectacular healthcare team.
Now, when people hear radiology, I think they think x-rays. At least that's what I think. But there's more to it than that, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's predominantly radiology, but we also have MRI, DEXA, and ultrasound. And those areas do not incorporate x-ray. So, but it's incorporated in the radiology department.
So there's obviously a lot that goes on in your department. So there's a lot of areas you have to have some level of expertise, I would imagine, to be able to be the director. What is it, a hospital the size of MDH offering a wide range of available options in the radiology department? What's that say about MDH?
Right. So number one, we have the some of the most advanced level equipment. Number two, we offer a comprehensive array of radiology services, and that speaks volume for a rural healthcare organization, because usually a rural healthcare organization, they offer some services, but it's not comprehensive. But at MDH, we have the ability to offer comprehensive services, as well as the equipment that we have is top of the line.
Now, obviously, radiology is an important part of medicine, but what is it about radiology that drew you to that department?
So when I was in high school, I was in charge of a science project, and one of the books that I was given had a snapshot of a chest x-ray in the upper right corner. And I spoke to my guidance counselor, and she informed me that that's a chest x-ray, and that's done by radiology technology. And that kind of led me down the path of becoming a radiology technologist.
Radiology's changed a lot. I don't know how long you've been in the business, but when my mom was in teens in early 60s, they did x-rays for things that they would never do x-rays for now.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure you've seen a lot of change through the years too, right?
Absolutely.
What has been the biggest change that you've seen?
So I've been in radiology for 47 years, and the biggest change that I've seen is leaving the old technology, which was chemistry, film, and very heavy cassettes, and more or less an image taken from the time that the doctor ordered the image, and if he wanted to see it on an acute basis, it was probably maybe 15 minutes. Now, an acute image can be done, and the doctor can be at the bedside viewing the image in 10 seconds.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
It's crazy. So we've talked to a lot of people in our time here about they're from Macomb, and you're not from Macomb. You told me you're from Chicago. What drew you to Macomb?
So I was interviewing for director's positions, and the organization that brought me here it's B.E. Smith, and B.E. Smith is one of the largest healthcare recruiters in the United States. And the and the recruiter told me, I have a wonderful opportunity, and it's very close to where you are. I said, really? It's close to? Well, I never saw it on Indeed. And she said, no, it's real close to where you are. And then she kind of chuckled, and then she said, well, it's actually in Macomb. So when we finished talking, I Googled the hospital. I saw that it really wasn't very close to Chicago. But I decided to allow everything to take its course, And my first phone interview was with the Vice President of Human Resources and the CEO. And I was very impressed by being interviewed by the CEO on a phone screening call. And that kind of, when they said, well, we like what we heard and we want you to come for an on-site visit, and the rest is history.
Well, before I let you go, we're about done. We're getting ready for the second half here, but I heard through a grapevine that you had a baseball Hall of Fame story?
I do.
Hall of Fame story?
Yes.
What is that all about?
So Sammy Sosa played for the Chicago Cubs, and at that time I was the assistant director for radiology at the University of Chicago. And Sammy Sosa had an episode where it was discovered that his bats were corked. And he had donated these some of his bats to the Hall of Fame. And the Hall of Fame had a exhibit at the museum in Chicago. And the Hall of Fame wanted to make sure that the bats that they had did not have cork. So they called us and they said, "Can we bring the bats over so that you can take an X-ray of the bats to verify if they're corked or not?" So Dr. Barron, who was the chair of the department, contacted me and said, "This is what we're going to do." So at 6:30 a.m., this contingent of very high-level folks entered the medical center. They found us in radiology. We took an X-ray of the bats. The bats did not have cork. Dr. Barron said, "Why don't we take one step beyond?" And we took CT scans of the bats. And no cork was identified.
Might as well done MRIs and everything while you're at it, right?
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for coming and talking to us. And
thank you.
Hopefully you don't have to radiology, any kind of radiology on any more bats.
Absolutely.
We'll be back with the second half right after this.
Sometimes the best healing happens at home. MDH Home Healthcare provides skilled services to children or adults in need of nursing or therapy services. MDH Home Healthcare covers McDonough County and portions of Fulton, Hancock, Schuyler, and Warren counties. Specialized expertise in wound care, IV medication administration, medication teaching, and orthopedic care is available to patients in their own home. Visit MDH.org to learn more about home healthcare. The care you need, the comfort of home. Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to West Prairie High School, senior high school, in fact, here in Colchester, Illinois. Thanks for tuning in to the silence in the first half. We knew we were going to be a little late getting started here as we had some staffing issues and changes and some stuff like that going on, and then it'll be Cyclones basketball to start the second half. As you'll see, a lot of those sophomores that play a lot of varsity minutes are not playing here in this game for the Cyclones. There's a three on the way by Jason Faust. It's off no good. Rebound brought down and put back up by Dalen McCartney, and a foul is going to be called right off the bat. It's going to be on the Suns, number 11, Bryson Tanner. It'll be the first of the second half for the Suns. First free throw off, no good for McCartney. Into the game for the Suns, number 24, Clarence Billingsley. Billingsley into the game now as the second free throw coming here for McCartney. It's good. 26-18 is the score. 6:48 to go here in quarter number 3. Jump ball. Possession will stay with the Suns. Nicole Arthur, that gentleman, Mr. Griffin, he is the head of the X-ray department, or all of that kind of stuff there at MDH, and he is one cool cat. There's no doubt about it. I told him I hope we can get to do another interview with him, just because I think he's got such great stories. So, yeah, I love that interview. That is my favorite as well. So, we do some cool ones, and it's cool to get to talk to different people at MDH. But he's the sharpest dressed and the most fun of them all, as his stories were great, especially with the Sammy Sosa bat, that's for sure. There's Melvin with the basketball. He's going to come over to Faust. Faust from the left wing again for three. Left a little short. Rebound and a foul going to be called on Cam Melvin. He'll pick up the foul. It's the team's first foul of the third quarter. I believe down there with the rebound was Chase Northern, number 4. He'll bring it up the floor now for the Suns, leading by 8, 26-18. 5:55 to go here in the third quarter. There's Northern with it. Gives it off up top to Rost. Rost gives it now over to Billingsley. Now down in the corner it goes. I believe that's number 22, Shepler over there. It looks to be. Rost with it again. It was Shepler. There's Billingsley on the baseline driving. Kicks it back out. That is McClintock, Brady McClintock. He'll start the varsity game as well. He's a freshman for the Suns. Billingsley for 3. It's off, no good. Long rebound is going to go off the thigh, I do believe, of Ruger Olson. And it will be Suns basketball. Billingsley to inbound for Southeastern. As we are moving through quarter number 3 here, 5:23 to go in the third quarter. Ross going to drive. He puts up the shot off left. Rebound to McCartney. That's Dalen McCartney, a freshman for the Cyclones. Faust's going to try it again. That one was short again. They're dead on straight, just leaving them a little short. And another rebound for the Suns. Now McClintock's going to drive. He'll put up the shot and in over Olson. And it's a 10-point game with the Suns up by 10, 28-18. Melvin going to dump it far side to Olson. Olson on the dribble. Outside the 10-foot line as the Cyclones reset the offense here against the 2-3 zone of the Suns. 3 on the way. Good. A Ron Levy Auto Sales three-pointer for Max French. And it's down to a 7-point game. 4:23 to go in the third quarter. And French, well, they call a travel on McClintock. Coming into the game for the Suns going to be number 33, Keith Zabo. Number 35, do believe that is Tim Feck. And also in the game, number 1, Peyton Totten. Hop in that live chat. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. I'd love to have that conversation in there. There's French going down low. Turnaround shot is up and in by Dalen McCartney. And the Cyclones have cut a 10-point lead to 5 with a 5-0 run. 28-23, 3:55 to go here in quarter number 3. Feck gives it to Northern. Northern, the lefty, on the dribble. It's the drive around Melvin. Dumps it off to Billingsley. Feck up top to Northern again. As the Suns run a little offense, take a little time off the clock here. Leading by 5. They were up by 10 just 2 possessions ago, but 5 points in 2 possessions, and now Totten's going to lose it on the far side. Jump ball's going to be called. Possession will go to the Cyclones this time. Jair Flora Durham checking in for the Cyclones. Taking a seat is going to be Max French. Four juniors, one senior on this team for the Cyclones. So a lot of underclassmen getting a lot of playing time. Of course, some of their group went to state. I think 8th grade for sure, maybe 7th grade as well. Jair Flora Durham is going to pick up the foul. He was reaching in after the rebound. That'll be the team's 2nd foul. Oh, Northern's going to walk it up the floor very slowly. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. I thank Mallory for helping out. She came and filled in a pinch tonight, so I appreciate that. She's a sports fan, though, so she was watching the game rather than running the camera that time. There's a three on the way by Faust again. Again, a little short. That time, Dalen McCartney with a rebound. Flora Durham with the rebound. He puts it back up, and I think they're going to call a foul. Foul's going to be on Billingsley, number 24. It'll be his second. Jair Flora Durham at the free throw line hits the first. And it's a 6-0 run, cutting the lead to 4. Second one. And it's a true one-possession game at 3 points, 1 basket. Can tie it up next time down if the Suns can't find a way to get the ball in the basket here. Owen Northern picked up by Melvin. Comes off to Zabo. Zabo's going to drive in. Kicks it to Fecht, who loses it and then nearly stepped on the sideline. French, who stole it away from him, did step on the sideline or knock the ball on the sideline. One of the either one of those two things. And it's going to be back to the Suns with 2:21 remaining. They're finally going to get it inbound, but Melvin's going to steal it away on the inbounds pass. He's going to drive down the floor. Swiped away by Northern. What nice hands by Owen Northern. Chase Northern. Owen is the older one. I apologize for those folks at home listening. We do have a game in Abington tonight. I forgot they added that one to the schedule. I want to thank Wyatt for hopping up there and adding that to the list of games tonight. He told me about it Friday, and I forgot to add it. Checking in for the Cyclones, Mason Sorrells, a freshman wearing number 23. Back in for the Suns, Gage Rost, a 5'4 freshman. And number 22, Keaton Shepler, a 5'9 freshman. 28-25, a 3-point game. Suns still have the basketball. Totten to inbound. He gets it into Northern. He comes up to Rost. Now back to Totten in the corner. Totten for 3, left right corner, off no good. Ball's on the floor. And Shepler and Flora Durham fighting over it. And it's going to be Shepler coming up with it. It's going to stay with the Suns, even though Ross tried to save it after it was blocked out of bounds. It landed on the line, thankfully, for the Suns, though. So it'll be Suns basketball still up by 3. It's a 7-0 run for the Cyclones right now. Owen Northern, 3, left wing. Off no good. Shepler and Jair Flora Durham fighting for it, and good box out by Flora Durham. Doesn't allow Shepler to get to it. It'll be Cyclones basketball, a chance to tie with a triple here. They were down by 10 before this 7-0 run. They now trail by 3. Melvin to Faust. Faust turn around. Wrong hand if you're going to do that turnaround, at least traditionally. Tried to turn around to the right, threw it up with the right while still twisting. And couldn't get it to fall. Suns with the basketball. Northern back the other way. Throws it up with the left hand. Not a good shot. Rebounded by Flora Durham. And now Faust is going to give it off to Melvin. Under a minute to go now here in the third quarter. Again, the Cyclones with a chance to tie. Faust with it. Skips it into the corner. It is Sorrells down there. Sorrells skips it out top Melvin. Melvin dumps to the lane. Faust right wing this time for 3. It's good. And we're tied at 10. A 10-0 run by West Prairie. And it's 28-28 with 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Northern says, I can shoot the 3 too. It doesn't make it though. Rebound to Melvin. Back the other way and a chance to take a lead here as the quarter comes closing to an end. 21 seconds, but Northern with another steal. Quick hands. McCartney's tracking him down the floor, and they force him to miss the free layup. Rost is going to get called for a jump ball. Possession will stay with the Suns with 14.7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. We're tied at 28. End of the game for the Cyclones. Max French, number 50, and number 2, Ruger Olson. 14.7 seconds on the inbound. Northern with it. Up top to Rost. Skipping across. Rost going to drive, put up the floater. Bounces off, no good. Zabo with the rebound. It's going to go off of Northern. Saves it to Totten. Totten to Rost for 3. No, he doesn't take it. Puts it up 1 second. Off and no good. And that's how the third quarter is going to come to an end. Couple good looks, but no makes down the stretch for the Suns. with a 6-minute quarter awaiting. It's 28-28 here at West Prairie High School in Colchester, Illinois. You're watching McDonough Telephone Cooperative coverage of the West Prairie Cyclones and Adams Fiber coverage of Southeastern Sun Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Coming in for whether it's OB or just your women's health can be a very scary, kind of daunting experience. So it's nice that we have this welcoming, state-of-the-art space to bring our patients into. I think the best part of my job is being able to take care of women and just make them feel empowered and know that we're here for them, that their problems are real, that their concerns are real, and we just want to give them the best care possible. Nothing makes me feel better than when my patients tell me this is the most comfortable they've ever felt at a women's health exam.
Slide it back to make room for whatever you're storing. Or pull it forward and use it as an additional full-depth shelf. Make room for ingredients of all sizes.
And welcome back to West Prairie High School in Colchester, Illinois, as the McDonough Telephone Cooperative bringing you West Prairie Sports and Adams Fiber bringing you Southeastern Sun Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for joining us tonight. A little late getting started, but it's got a good one set up here. And I said 6 because that's what they had on the clock when we left. It's a 7-minute fourth quarter just underway here from Colchester, Illinois. And a foul away is on Flora Durham as he picks up his second foul just the same way. Picked up one in the third quarter as he was reaching after a rebound and picked up the foul about 80 feet from the basket. Yeah, maybe 65 here. I'm not sure how long this court is. Northern gives it to Totten, or to Rost. Rost loses it to Sabo. Sabo gives it back to Northern. Northern for 3, top of the key. Good! And that stops what was a 10-0 run for the Cyclones to end the third quarter. The Suns retake a 3-point lead. Faust tries to answer the 3. He misses it from the right wing. Flora Durham tries to save it in. Has to protect himself from the wall, though. And did not get it in time, so it'll be Suns basketball with 6:10 remaining here in quarter number 4. Owen Northern gave the Suns the lead. They've led by more than 10. They led by 10 in the third quarter is their largest lead. A 10-0 run, though. There's Feck for 3. It's off, no good. That's Shepler, excuse me. Shepler for 3. Just glanced up and saw the hair and didn't pay attention to the rest. I apologize. Faust's going to try another one from the left wing. That one's short again. He nailed his one from the right wing, but he is 0 for about 5 now here in the second half from the left wing. Rost to Zabo. Zabo is going to get called for the travel as he got the feet working before he put the ball on the floor. Checking in for the Suns, going to be number 35, Tim Feck, number 11, Bryson Tanner, and number 24, Clarence Billingsley. In for the Cyclones, number 14, Cam Melvin, and number 15, Delaney McCartney, both freshmen coming into the ballgame for the Cyclones. 5:25 to go in the basketball game. It's a 3-point lead for the Suns down low. McCartney, a little turnaround hook shot off, no good. A rebound to Billingsley and back the other way. Owen Northern with it on the dribble. This game did change when Brady McClintock left the game. He was playing early in the quarter and then had left to go get ready for the varsity. Oh, nice job, Rost. With the drive, that is Gage Rost who went in and got the nice bucket, and that's a 5-0 run for the Suns now. Retaking a 5-point lead, 33-28, 4:45 remaining here in quarter number 4 as the Suns have kind of settled down a little bit and reset things back into that 2-3 zone. Faust comes to get it. That was well off the mark. Lost it on the way up. Owen Northern with the would-be rebound. He's going to try to outlet in a hurry to Rost, and Rost can't hold on to a good thought. But with a 5-point lead, coach is saying he probably slow that down a little bit. Back into the game is going to come Jair Flora Durham. He's going to replace Max French. Nope, going to replace Faust. Olsen with it. Puts the shot up, hard off the glass, no good. Ball picked up off the floor by Northern again, another rebound. He's got at least 5 or 6 of those here in the second half. Approaching a 4-minute mark of quarter number 4. 4:05 to go. Northern over to Ross. Ross going to drive on Jair Flora Durham, and Flora Durham's going to get a foot in the way accidentally and trip Ross. That'll be 3 here in the second half on Flora Durham, and it's going to be a free throw coming, or 2 of them actually, for Gage Ross, the 5'4" freshman from Southeastern. Just under 4 minutes to go, 3:59 remaining in this 7-minute fourth quarter. First free throw off, no good for Ross. Checking into the ball game is going to be Jason Faust. He's going to replace Max French. Ross' second free throw coming here. It is short, bounces off, no good. Rebound by Feck, can't get it to fall. And back the other way it comes, on the hand of Melvin. Gives it off to Faust. 3:47 remaining. 3 on the way by Olsen. Hard off back iron, no good. Tipped around. Flora Durham is there. Feck now on Flora Durham. And Flora Durham is going to lose it out of bounds, and they'll say it's off of him. It'll go to the Suns. This is JV. That's a couple juniors battling it out down there. So, Feck more Jair Flora Durham's size and able to hold his own size-wise with Flora Durham. There's Bryson Danner ran right into Flora Durham. Now Owen Northern on the dribble. 3:14 remaining. Northern backs it out. Man pressure here extended for the Cyclones. Billingsley with it now as he's guarded by McCartney. Dalen McCartney. Ross now is going to be harassed. He's going to get it over to Billingsley again. Back to Owen Northern with 2:49 to go. Make it 2:45 to go this time. There's a big, they're going to call it. They're going to call a charge on Bryson Danner, and I think Danner just fouled out. Szabo's going to have to come back in. As they're having a little disagreement. You can see it at the bottom of the camera there as Coach was talking to the referee about how that was. And I don't know if I'd have called it a charge or an illegal screen, but I understand why he did. Let's just put it that way. Ross gets the steal. He's bringing it back the other way. He puts it up hard off glass. No good. Picked up off the floor by Szabo. Now to Feck. Feck guarded by Max French on the dribble. Going to give it off to Northern now as they reset. The Cyclones yet to score here in quarter number 4. We're nearly 5 minutes in. 2:06 remaining. Owen Northern picked up by Ruger Olsen. Northern's going to drive, finds his way to the basket, left-handed shot up and in, counted, and a foul for Chase Northern. I've said it like 4 times now, I apologize. Chase Northern gets the bucket to fall, a foul on the Cyclones. A 7-point lead. It was tied at 28 at the start of the fourth quarter. Chase Northern makes that one as well. Make it an 8-point lead. We're back to where we started a half now after an 8-0 run here to start the fourth quarter. We were tied at 28. It was a 28-18 lead for the Suns before a 10-0 run ended the third quarter for the Cyclones to make it 28-28 to start the fourth. But now Owen Northern and company have opened up an 8-point lead. French, who made a 3 early in that run, lost the ball there. Flora Durham puts the shot up. Olsen has it go off of him out of bounds as he went through between a couple of Suns players to get the rebound. Totten checking in. Full timeout charged to the Cyclones. Unofficially think that'll be 2 timeouts remaining for them, according to the scoreboard. We'll take a quick break because we'll keep it here and tell you that's Sam DeCounter, the fresh, soft JV coach for the Cyclones, doing a little coaching on the sideline here with 1:42 to go in the fourth quarter. The Cyclones had rolled back in and tied it at 28 at the end of 3, but they have went silent in the fourth quarter from the offensive end of the floor and have given up 8 on the defensive end. They trail by 8 with 1:42 to go. They didn't take much time to score those 10 at the end of the third quarter, so we'll see if they can get a bucket to fall and kind of get stuff rolling here for the Cyclones. The Suns, on the other hand, have weathered that storm, and that's a good thing you want to see out of your team, of course, is the ability to weather a storm from the other team, a run, fight through it, hang in, and then build one back up, and they've been able to do that. But now a full court press from the Cyclones. It looks like they are going to try, if they get the chance to trap out of it, but it is a man press. 1:34 to go. Owen Northern breaks the distance from Ruger Olson. Billingsley looked at the three. You might have heard Coach say no. Didn't want the three there as he, oh my goodness. Clarence Billingsley is going to get called for the charge. It's a turnover. I thought it was just a twisted ankle and a fall, but the official standing behind thought it was a push. 3 on the way by Melvin, no good. Well off the line to the left. He gets his own rebound. 1:14 to go, puts the shot up. It's short. Owen Northern with another rebound, and he is going to be, oh my goodness. Jump ball, possession will stay with the Suns. And thanks for joining us, one of our regular watchers, watching in Bowen. Totten's going to push it down the far side. Rumbles right into a double team. It's knocked away. That'll get him a dribble back, but they're going to take a 30-second timeout of the Suns. They will have 3 timeouts remaining with just under 1 minute to go. 59.7 seconds left. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
You would get the opportunity to see so many different things that if you worked at a bigger hospital, you may not be able to see. You know, work is not just about the job, it's also about the people that work alongside you. And we have the best teamwork. They're like a second family. Sometimes you can't get that feeling other places.
And welcome back here as you're watching down a telephone cooperative coverage of West Prairie Sports and Adams Fiber coverage of Southeastern Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Once again, as we said, 2 timeouts left for the Cyclones, 3 for the Suns with 59.7 seconds remaining here in quarter number 4. It's been an 8-0 run in the fourth quarter. The Cyclones, who closed a 10-point gap with a 10-0 run to end the third quarter, have not been able to find the bottom of the net, at least not after the ball went through the rim anyway. And they have yet to score here in the fourth quarter. Down low, Feck gets the, nope, that's Shepler. Missed the easy bucket. Rebounds trailing by 6 now with 42.2 seconds remaining. Lexi Olivia McClintock. Well, Lexi, I'm glad you're able to watch too. I saw your better half here in the crowd. He's sitting right down beside me here, kind of. Or he was. I don't see him now. I don't know where he went. Might be being blocked by a couple fans. Place is filling up pretty good, but thanks for joining us, Lexi. Appreciate it. It's 42.2 seconds remain in this one. It's a 36-30 contest, and Lexi is Brady's mom. We said that that's kind of where that run for the Cyclones started, is when Brady left the floor in the third quarter, but, man, these Suns have come back in the fourth quarter and really stepped up the game and kind of responded in a big, big way. Now they got to see if they can do it again, as that basket finally gets the Cyclones on the scoreboard there with 42.2 seconds left. It's 36-30. Suns have to break the press first of all. They have been able to do that. A couple offensive fouls on the Melvin knocks it away from Totten. It'll be Suns basketball with 39.1 seconds left. We get it in. Nope, going to steal it away is McCartney. He just got a bucket a second ago, wants another one. He gets it. It's a 4-point game. 31 seconds remaining. Oh, and Northern has it. That's who they want to have the basketball. He gets it across half court. And Flora Durham is going to pick up the foul. Max French going to come in for him. Nope, going to come in for Ruger Olson. Totten has Flora Durham right in his mug. – 23.8 seconds left, and the Cyclones pressing the issue a little bit as Melvin tries to get it to French in the corner and throws it out of bounds. It'll be Ross to inbound. Now they're going to call a push off on Northern.
So I'll have to get over there, Dwayne.
Over here. Can you get there? Down low. Faust out to Flora Durham. He'll put up a three. It's well off the mark. Northern with a rebound, 10 seconds remaining. And Flora Durham's going to pick up the foul. That might be his fifth. It is. All of them here in the second half. A couple free throws going to come for Owen Northern. Checking back in for the Cyclones, number 23 is Mason Sorrell. Ruger Olson's going to head over to get ready for the varsity contest. Flora Durham's going to head over to get ready for the varsity contest with 7.5 seconds remaining. 36-32 is the score. Suns with the lead, and Chase Northern at the free throw line. Hits the first. Chase Northern with the second one, gets it to fall. And it's 38-32. 7 seconds remaining. Melvin tries to get it to Rouse, does get it to Rouse. Rouse puts up the three. It's well off the mark. And that's going to end the ball game. Final score, 38-32. The Suns survive one against the Cyclones in JV action. We'll have varsity action coming your way in just a little bit. You've been watching McDonough Telephone cooperative coverage of West Prairie Cyclone Sports and Adams Fiber coverage of Southeastern Sun Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be back in just a little bit with the varsity contest. It'll be in the next stream. Thanks for joining us.